some Pharaoh, but nothing really quite
Whoa,
at
whoa.
that peak.
Hold on. You're forgetting the man, the myth, Yoshidora himself over in
That's where I
Japan.
was getting to. That's where I was getting to. See, you're
And
skipping ahead of me.
yeah, well,
Yoshidora now.
it's because we don't have all that time in the world, because guess what? We got to skip right ahead to game number 1 here, Yin, because these two players aren't going to wait for us to go through all the Yoshis, because they just want to get right into it on PS2. This Dancing Blade going to find an extension, but there's that double jump armor already making a difference. One egg out, but finding a way back to ledge. The flutter jump going to get caught, and the B reverse on that egg lay. Every Yoshi loves doing it, right? Utilizing his air acceleration in combination with the B reverse just to find so many movement mix-ups.
Oh, 100%. And you love to see it. That's a thing that I think is getting more and more optimized and will continue to be the biggest thing to get optimized. Just like Melee, that movement is key. And so the better able you are to position yourself around your opponent and use that movement, the better off you're going to be. And so that ability from RJ, you know, showing that off, kind of nice, but all the same, Steezy has been lighting them up.
Absolutely. Right, so far, RJ's defense hasn't been bad at all, but he just hasn't been able to find those hits to get the counterpart in turn. That flutter jump, they're going to find just a little bit of space, and the egg lay 1-2 going to rack on some extra damage. RJ now with a corner situation, ability to find the stock, but that egg going the wrong way. Gonna set you up maybe for a third one, but just gonna miss it. The reverse hit in there, gonna keep it going, and my friend, this could be an opportunity. Can RJ close it out?
I love the shield pressure right there from RJ and just the ledge play, where it was just this very patient look. I'm gonna keep myself right outside of your ranges. You aren't gonna hit me with some straight fair. Then all of a sudden, catching Steezy, full drifting into the center with that back air to find it.
Absolutely. That beautiful up egg just gonna cover your ledge up and allow you to just come up for free. And RJ with that up tilt gonna start a little bit of a combo, but not able to keep it going. Now having to find a way down against Lucina. Beautiful positioning on the edge of the platform from Steezy, covering so many options. But RJ gonna keep it patient. You have to be in order to TO super majors, and utilizing that right to find a way to just keep holding on 1-2 more times, but with no resources left, Lucina's gonna mop that one up every day of the week.
Oh, 100%. And that's kind of the issue you take with Yoshi. The minute your double jump is gone, all of a sudden that edge guarding route is a lot more clear, and Steezy hopping right on that. And now hopping right on, dishing out a little bit of extra credit. Not quite that much though so far. RJ just keeping that pressure on. I love this aerial play from them. Just the ability to keep the movement. We're seeing a couple of slingshots mixed up in here, the B reverses, just to keep it a constant threat of where am I gonna be, and are you gonna be able to position around it?
Absolutely. RJ playing very patient there, right? Off that just missed egg lay, right? Trying to find so much. Had the roll read, but Steezy's patience paid off. Now it's going to be RJ trying to find a way out of the corner. Patience in turn, finding that nair out of shield to just reverse the situation once again. Trying to find a drag down, trying to find a backer, any way to close out this stock, keep this game close, but just not able to find these hits, find a way around this sword. And Yin, I mean, it's just been so hard to get past this blade.
Oh, 100%, but that drop right there gonna get you right past. Look, you swung that up air a little bit too close. You should have connected. Otherwise, I'm taking that stock. And now, we gotta see what RJ can do. Do we got some combo game cooking up in here? Looking for the nair to try to secure something with, like, say, an F tilt or an up tilt.
Absolutely, the roll through like it's online day number 1, but Steezy not gonna catch it out. RJ just utilizing this air acceleration, right? Playing just away from Miss Lucina herself. Elf, no mask to pretend you're Marth here in this house. Finding the corner situation, aiding out the counter, but not able to find too much. And RJ just with a fantastic ledge trap going on, racking on this percent. Slowly, you're 1 or 2 interactions away from giving yourself an opportunity to be right back in this game. Can he close it out yet?
Look at that jab pressure, though. I mean, RJ is just playing so well around shield, and I think that's the scary thing, right? Is you're already scared to shield because of these egg lays, these grabs. Then RJ just positioning with back airs, with safe jabs, and then trying to bait you out of that shield and coming in with a nair to where you just jump out of shield carelessly, you get hit.
Oh no, they were both dead there, but the one winning the Dragon Ball battle is gonna be Steezy. RJ just unfortunately dying slightly first, and so it's gonna be Steezy taking the game, but RJ brought that all the way back, really started to just play a very clean defensive game plan and take that hit and run approach you'll see a lot from characters like Fox, like Sheik, even characters like Joker, right? Really abusing Yoshi's airspeed and air acceleration to just get away, reset the situation, and that's going to be enough, even though Steezy ended up holding on for that game 1 to swap to the Roy we were talking about before. We're going to see it after all.
I think I like it just because of getting the stocks a little bit earlier. There were a couple of times where Steezy was having a hard time finding the kill option, and with Lucina that could happen, right? You've got that back air, you've got some pretty good kill options, but at the same time, they're off of these stray hits that don't kill as early. Meanwhile, Roy, he's got that jab back air that's safe as all get out. You've got some pivot boosted F tilt. F smash will kill mad early if you could find the read or the tech chase. And so that's going to be the horror now, is all of a sudden RJ is going to have to worry about that, but then also the shield play that RJ has been putting forth. You know, maybe there were a couple of times where Steezy wasn't quite able to reach with an up B out of shield with Lucina, but that Flaming Sword has a lot more drift to it, and so might be able to keep RJ off that shield a little bit better.
Absolutely. Right, we were talking earlier, though, right, as well about how that air acceleration, you're able to just get away, and Roy being a little bit faster, kind of giving you that room to crawl back, kind of cover those landings a little bit more. RJ just with the instant up air out of the shield, gonna find the stock. Took 90% unanswered to start the game, but somehow clawed it back, holding on to the stock at 150. And people forget just how heavy Yoshi is, my friend, and finding a way out of the corner of the egg lay to boot, and we've really seen those start to pick up as these stocks have gone on. RJ's managed to find so many more of them.
And that's the thing, when you gotta fight a dinosaur, you know they got some weight packing to them. And that shell on the back is a little bit heavy, sitting at 160% almost. This is getting horrifying for Steezy, 90% on deck. I mean, RJ is running away with it, to say the least. What in the world was that push off?
So it was a hurt bot. He was in the air with the egg lay, and as he was going to land, the F smash hit right there. Hitbox connected, dealing the damage, but it's also a hurt box shift, so you can't sit inside of him. So it pushed him, and there was nowhere on ledge for the egg to land, so it went off stage. But speaking of nowhere to land, Steezy covering that juggle perfectly, finally taking the stock, but as a whole another one to go just to even it up. This juggle could be a start, but not with that double jump armor.
Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm having an aneurysm. That blew my mind. And now he's chasing him with jab. He's just putting on the pressure.
Exactly, just racking on that damage, so much percent to boot. Like, this is Roy's ground speed, able to kind of prevent RJ from getting away off these drift mix-ups like he was in game 1. Jab, but the forward air and the sour spot to boot not going to close it out. That being said, the sweet spot back air going to do so, and Steezy taking that stock with only 45% on his name, playing himself right back into this one. And Yin, he has every chance in the world to close this out on a 2-0. Not something I would have expected even just a minute ago.
I love how much RJ has changed the pace of how he's playing. You saw in game 1 and early of this game as well, RJ playing very patient and kind of defensive in how he was putting on the pressure and the aggression, and now all of a sudden RJ has hit the gas and he is saying, look, I want a game 3 right here, right now.
And one of the big reasons for that, right, is RJ's kind of picked up the pace as he's moved from behind to even to the lead, right? Saying, hey, I might be playing with my back against the wall, so I'll slow it down. But when I'm ahead, even though I'm going to play reactive, I'm going to catch your approaches. I'm going to pick up my pace of play and dare you to keep up, because guess what? I don't think you're ready for it. Doing a fantastic job here. The crouch cancel, though, gonna keep you alive from that double-edged dance. And right now, my friend, this one could be coming to a close if RJ can find the hit. He does with the back air, and we are going to a game number 3.
I love the placement of the back air right there, you're going straight to the right side of the stage. And so, of course, Steezy is going to want to take at least a little bit of stage control because he's got almost the full stage to play with at this point. I'm running in, and finally, RJ just knowing, all right, you want to come in, and I have this amazing air drift. I'm just going to full send this back air. And sure enough, it found its target, put Steezy right into the blast zone. And now we're going right back to game 3 and right back to the Lucina now.
Yeah, I like this switch back, right? Like, you did take game 1, so you're just saying, I'm going to go with what worked. And even though you don't have that ground speed, right, to kind of keep up with these juggles in the same way, you just have a little bit more consistency, a little bit more all-around play. We really saw those, right, we saw the sweet spots take some stocks early, but we saw a lot of sour spots come back to bite Steezy a little bit. And right now, just RJ doing such a good job again, right, with this defensive play. We saw game 1 abusing this air drift to find those drift back fairs super safe on shield when you have them full retreating. And right now, my friend, right now, Yin, it is just a slobber knock of these two going back and forth in the scrap.
This is went from such a patient and safe play style to such full aggression from both of them. They are mad and they want to end this game, and I'm excited to see it. RJ recognizing the shield breaker just in time. That could have been horrible. And Steezy now, though, starting to cook up just a little bit with some of these aerials.
And one of the things is Steezy is prioritizing, right, playing around this center, these inside edges of the platform, right, trying to hold on to that Pokeball that's center third. And RJ is managing to find these mix-ups by faking the drift in, forcing the full commitment, and then going to the outer edge of the platform, then going to the corner. And Lucina just not fast enough to get over there, and is really managing to just take these stray hits on the juggle, but not the extension, get back down every single time, and just hold onto the stock. There you see the armor gonna keep you alive, and that dancing blade from across stage not gonna do it either. Yin, RJ's just abusing Yoshi's weight to its fullest, but even still can't slap on any extra credit to that first stock.
I think another beauty to behold within RJ's play is how they're playing within the ledge trap scenarios and just utilizing Egg as they're coming up to the ledge to make it so that Steezy doesn't feel as comfortable sitting close to that ledge and trying to position themselves to keep the pressure on. And having that ability to just negate your opponent's disadvantage is such an amazing tool. So all of a sudden, you're just going to be able to take so much less damage and not die as early as your opponent.
Absolutely, I love that aggressive egg. We've seen very few of them from RJ so far, using it to take some space, but getting put in the corner for it, not able to maintain it, finding the reversal, but in turn, right, that shield breaker gonna find his way out. Both players just resetting to neutral, taking that center stage, fighting over this Pokeball right now. X marks the spot, and same thing with that Pokeball target in the center stage. It's where you want to be. It's the thing you want to control to win neutral. But RJ just playing it patient, baiting out the counter, finding the up smash to take it, and now 1 away from completing this reverse 2-0 and moving on winner's side.
I think something Steezy's been doing really well here is we've seen a lot more down tilts to try to play around some of these back air attempts, some of these forward air attempts that RJ has been utilizing to find extra extensions and find extra stocks. Right now, though, Steezy just putting that pressure at the ledge and finding the up air off of the full hop. Being able to position yourself is key if you want to find those stocks in those ledge scenarios, and Steezy's just showing it off.
Absolutely, and right now both these players fighting tooth and nail to move on to winners round 3. You know what their prize is, though, if they win this game, win this set, Yin?
No, I don't. Is it a meeting with Beast?
It is a meeting with Beast. So these two players fighting on Pokemon Stadium for the chance to fight the master of Charizard himself. And right now just going at it, swinging it out. It's RJ with a slight lead here, but at 70%, you have the opportunity. Beautiful fade back, holding onto that jump, allowing Steezy to get back one more chance, one more lease at life, but your shield's a little small. The ground pound gonna call it out. Yoshi saying Kapring hot on that set, and Yin, it's gonna be RJ making the slight upset and moving on to winner's quarters.
RJ did such a phenomenal job there. That felt like such a big checkmate scenario, because if you're sitting there in shield, the shield's a little small, you're gonna get shield poked or shield broke. you have to either spot dodge or roll. If you spot dodge, there's still a little bit of a landing hitbox. If you roll, there's still the stars. I mean, how are you punishing RJ in that scenario? You just simply aren't. And RJ showing that awareness and finding the clutch. And I think when it came down to it, that game one was just the warm up.
Absolutely. There, though, at the end of the day, it's still gonna be RJ closing it out. And I don't know how I feel about this Roy pick, right? Like, you managed to close out game one. Switching to Roy, you kind of gave RJ the game a little bit. It felt like, even though it was still close, you just lost too many opportunities. And with that Lucina giving yourself one or two more chances, you might have had the ability to close it out. At the end of the day, though, it just doesn't matter.
I think the big thing when it came down to the Roy is one, like, as you said, it's a newer character for Steezy, right? And
Mhm.
so the only way to get that practice at this level is to just pull it out. You have to at some point. And so I think where like the Lucina was really close in game one to losing, you go ahead, pull the Roy, see what it's cooking, see what you can do with it.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, though, it's just not gonna matter. There's nothing to do, nothing to see here because it's gonna be RJ moving on. Fantastic stuff from Steezy. Coming up next, though, we've got another treat on our hands. We've got Duquesne versus Jaglum, the Peach who has made some
You're
waves as an
thinking
up and
after ad breaks. Hold